Afternoon and happy Dhanteras in advance, happy Diwali in advance. Hope you are really enjoying yourselves, maintaining social distance, being a little easy with the crackers, and of course, preparing for your cat, right? So, let me add to your cat preparation. Today, we are going to continue with CAT 2019 DI section, and we are going to do 4 sets out of the 8 sets today, and the remaining 4 sets we'll do in 2 batches on Saturday and Monday, right? So let's jump into this, guys. Hi, I'm Munira Lokhandwala, and I'm Calcutta alumna, a serial 100 percentiler in the CAT and a 99 percentiler in a GMAT. I also have a CAT verbal book published by Wiley and available on Amazon, guys. I'm taking regular sessions on CAT on the YouTube Crack Cat channel. So we are now soon going to reach our 100th session on just discussing actual CAT questions, right? So I hope you really use all those sessions well and revise your, all sections within CAT. You can also, guys, find me on the Unacademy app. So go to the Google Play Store, search for Unacademy Learning app, download कीजिए, install कीजिए, and then right usko optimize कीजिए. So currently, guys, I'm doing a lot of special classes on the app where I'm doing, jumpstart your quant percentile. Okay, so we are discussing again questions here, and the whole purpose of this is to revise our maths before the actual CAT, right? So now we are just almost 2 weeks away. So some of us may be having chotu butterflies in our stomach, right? It's a good thing. So just prepare properly for it. Last 2 weeks may use the kind of resources that we have on Unacademy. We have a lot of full-length tests that you can use to improve your prep. There are a lot of section tests also. And not just CAT, guys, we have tests for other exams as well. So you can really use your time to take all these tests and improve your score, improve your accuracy, and ensure that your revision is in place, right? So great, I'm taking these special classes. Also, guys, one big reason why you should really enroll ASAP is the National Scholarship Test. So the National Scholarship Test we started on 18th of October, and every Sunday we are taking a single section as a section test. So you have to just take a well-designed test for 40 minutes. And in these 40 minutes, if you come in the top 50 students, then you will get cash vouchers from Amazon up to rupees 5,000. So imagine you're putting less than an hour on something that is going to help you in your CAT preparation. At the same time, you're paid for it. I mean, can things get better? I don't think so, right? So this is like the ideal way to spend your Diwali. This Sunday on the 15th of November, we are going to do the LRDI section at 5 o'clock again, right? And the LRDI we know has been one of the most, I would say, unpredictable sections in the CAT. So you can prepare for it, you should prepare for it as much as possible. And one way to do that, guys, is to take this test. So I hope to see you for the test. After the test at 7 o'clock, there will be a same day analysis. So do be there for both. Right, छोटा सा break लीजिए अपने दिवाली के celebrations में and land up to take the section test. You may actually have a better Diwali, of 5,000 rupees plus Diwali, right? So great, guys. Another reason why you should be there is we have just started full batch for CAT. So for the 2021 student, this is great news that Professor Pratik would be taking the math. That has started on 4th of November. I just started yesterday with LRDI. So only one session is done. The second session is today. And Professor Bobby will be working on the verbal. So this is, a batch that gets, the LR gets over by 30th November. So even for 2020 students, it would be a good way to revise your LR, right? So great, guys. Which subscription you can go for, we can discuss towards the end of the course. You can use my code Munira10 to get a great discount, right? So here is the puzzle that I gave you all in the last session. So 3 points are chosen at random around the origin to form a quadrilateral, the origin of your XY axis. So ये origin है and 3 other points are chosen at random. Okay, and you are making a quadrilateral. So ये I've actually used the axis, you may not even use the axis, right? So basically, given any quadrilateral, given any wake-shaped quadrilateral, right, what we have to prove is that the midpoints of these 4 sides, so this is, right, let's just get a sense, that will always be a parallelogram. Irrespective of the quadrilateral you pick up, the midpoint will always be a parallelogram. That's what we need to prove, right? So let us see how we can go about it. Okay. First thing we'll do in this quadrilateral is we'll join a diagonal. Let's name it. So let's say this is ABCD. And the midpoints are P, Q, R, S. And then we are joining this diagonal AC. So let's focus on triangle ABC. Okay. P is the midpoint of AB. Q is the midpoint of BC. Right? So PQ must be parallel to AC. Now PQ is parallel to AC. I can similarly, if I focus on triangle ADC, I can similarly show that SR is parallel to AC, right? Because S is the midpoint, R is the midpoint. So SR is parallel to AC. And combining the two, if both PQ and SR are parallel to the same line, that means they're parallel to each other. So PQ is parallel to SR. Now if I join BD, I can again show the same thing, right? If we now focus on triangle ABD, PS will be parallel to BD, right? P is the midpoint, S is the midpoint. And if I focus on triangle BCD, then QR is parallel to BD, right? And since they're both parallel to the same line, they're parallel to each other, that means PS is parallel to QR, and together you have two parallel lines intersecting each other. That means it's a parallelogram, right? Great, guys. So this was not that tough at all. Let's now move on to our DI questions. So you have a game show on TV, and that has 100 boxes numbered 1 to 100 in a row, each containing a mystery prize. The prizes are items of different types, A, B, C, in decreasing order of value. So the most expensive item, guys, is A. And A is a single diamond ring, one single, okay, it's a diamond ring. Really. An unusual gift, okay. And there's exactly one of these. You're told that the number of items at least double as you move to the next type. So B has to be more than or equal to 2. C has to be at least 4. But if B is 3, then C will have to be more than 2B, right? If B, I mean, whatever B ka value hai, B can be 5. So C has to be at least 10, right? At least doubles. So double also is allowed. We should always be very clear about this. Okay, is it greater than 2 or is it greater than equal to 2? So double, exact double is also allowed. Okay. There will be twice, at least twice, and there's no particular order in which the prizes are placed in the box. That means zaruri nahi hai ki box 1 ke andar A hoga, box 2 ke andar B hoga, etc. You have 100 items and you have 100 boxes and they can be filled in any way. But yes, these items amongst themselves, they have a pattern that there is only one of A, right? There is at least 2 of B, right? So at least 2 of B. and more than double of B, so at least 2B of C, etc. So ये सब है, that's it. So now let's look at questions. We really can't do too much analysis. There's not a lot of information anyways, right? So let's erase all this. Let's look at the first question. What is the minimum possible number of prizes? So what is our constraint? A has to be 1, correct? B has to be at least 2. C has to be at least double of B. D has to be at least double of C. That's it. That's our constraint. Okay. So minimum मुझे prizes के types ज़्यादा नहीं रखने. I want to minimize the different types. So of course, can I have all A's? Can I have 100 A's? No, I cannot, because A has to be 1. Okay, so if one of them is an A, then can I ensure that the remaining 99 is B? Yes, nothing is stopping me, right? 99B is more than 2. And I don't need to ensure that there are C's or D's. So the minimum possible number of prizes here will be 2. What is the maximum? Now, if I want to maximize the number of prizes, that means I really want to ensure that I'm using as many prizes as possible, which means I will use fewer items of each prize, right? I will use exactly 2 of B. Why will I use more of B? I might as well quickly jump to C, right? I want to just use more and more types. So I will ensure that within each type, I'm using very few items. So I can use more types, okay? So now coming back to this, you are going to have 1A, right? So A is 1. B is going to be exactly 2. C is going to be exactly 4. D is going to be exactly 8, right? E is going to be exactly 16. F is going to be exactly 32. Now, we know, right, that whenever we are summing up powers of 2, starting from 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, and so on till 2 raised to n, right? This is nothing but 2 raised to n plus 1 minus 1, right? We should know this, guys. Of course, ये DI है, यहाँ पे maths करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, but all this maths is basic. Okay, so basically 1 plus 2 is just 1 less than, the next power of 2. Then 1 plus 2 plus 4 is just 1 less, right? Then the next power of 2, and this will always happen, right? Okay, 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 is, 16 minus 1, it is 15. This is 7, right? So we should know this, and hence iska sum, correct? Why I'm stopping at 32 without thinking too much is iska sum will be 64 minus 1, 63. Right? Iska sum will be 63. Now, can we go for G? How many items do we have? We have 100 items exactly. If I go for G, G can only be 37 items. But wait, G has to be at least double of F. So we cannot go for G. We may increase F, correct? As we saw, okay, 99B हो सकता है, right? So F में ही we can add the remaining 37. We can have 69 Fs. Or we can increase the E also, make it, 17. So this becomes 34 plus something. So यहाँ पे थोड़ा we can reshuffle. We have a lot of flexibility. There are too many solutions. But we cannot go beyond F if I want to maximize. So the number of different prizes here will be 6. Right? A to F are 6 possible prizes. Okay? So great. Now let's move on to the next question. Again, what is the basic condition? That A is 1. We are just, that's all we need to keep in mind. B is at least 2. C is at least double of B, and so on and so forth. Okay? So which of the following is not possible? There are exactly 30 items of type B. Okay. So if there are 30 items of type B, I can have, of course, one, ये तो fixed है. Okay, one is going to be at, A is going to be at 1, sorry. Now B has to be 30. How many items are left? 69. Can C be 69? So of course C can be 69. Right? C has to be double of B, so C has to be at least 60. This is possible. Right? 30 items of type B, clearly possible. Next, 75 items of type E. So ये A है 1 and E is exactly 75. That means B, C and D, they should together, right, add up to less. So forget less. Let me show why it should be equal. Can I have an F after E? 150 wala? No, I cannot, right? 150 or more because अपने items ही 100 है. So that means we have exactly 5 items. जिसमें से 2 of them account for 76. So B plus C plus D will be 24. Okay, so we have B plus C plus D as 24. So again, I can just put 2 here. Correct? Here I can put 4. And the remaining, so if I subtract, correct, 6 from 24, I can put 18 here. So these add up to, 25. And the condition is maintained everywhere it is at least doubling. So exactly 75 items of type E possible. Okay, let's look at the next one. That A is 1, D is 60. Can we have an E at 120 or more? No. So there are exactly 4 items, out of which 61 are accounted for. So these two should be 39. Okay. Now 60 is already here. The highest value I can have for C, right, is 30. I cannot have C at 31. I cannot have C at 32. Because then D at 60 will cause a problem, right? So if C is 30, then and this is 9, is this possible? Yes, 9 is at least double of 1, 30 is at least double of 9, and 60 is exactly double. So this is also possible. Now 45 items of type C. So A, B, C, can I have, if I have 45, do I have space to have 90 items of type D? No, then the total becomes 135. And we only have 100 items. So C is the last. C is the last, this is 1, that means B will have to be 54, but this cannot be possible. So answer is option 4, that option 4 is not possible. All of these others are possible. Right, let's look at the next one. You ask for the item in box 45. Right, instead of being given a direct answer, you are told that there are 31 items of the same type as box 45 in boxes 1 to 44. Okay. So what do we have, guys? Okay, 1 to 44 mein there are 31 prizes of the same type as 45. जो 45 में है, let us say that letter is X. तो यहाँ पे there are 31 X's. Okay, and 43 items of the same type as box 45 in these boxes 46 to 100. तो यहाँ पे 43 items हैं. So 31, 43 and this, right? You have basically 75 items of this type. Along with this information, you want to maximize the possible number of different types, right? So you say, okay, let A be 1. We already know कि 75 of E तो possible है ही. Okay, let A be 1. B is 2. C is 4. Right? D is So 75 nikal ke I need to finish 25, okay? Let's say D is 16. 8, sorry, not 16. So how much have we used up here? We have used up 15. Okay? Now when I take E as 16, I will end up using 31. Okay, so I cannot take E as 16 and F as 75 because before the 75, the maximum I can use is 25, right? So that means that E again will end up being 75 with the remaining 25 distributed across A, B, C, D, the way that we already did one possibility, right? When we were solving the third question. So answer is 5, right? So we know कि 5 तो answer possible है ही, पर 6 possible नहीं है because if I do from A, B, C, D and E, let's say F is 75, we overshoot 25 in this. So this is not possible, right? And answer is option 1. Great, guys. Let's look at the next set. So you have the street map for a certain region with street intersections marked from A through L. वो L है, I नहीं है, right? So you can see कि ये है अपने street intersections A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. A person standing at an intersection can see along the straight lines to other intersections that are in her line of sight and all other people standing at these intersections. Right? So for example, if I am standing at J, I can see F, B, I can see I, K and L. And in fact, they have gone out of their way to make it very clear that a person standing at G can see a person standing at E irrespective of whether, right, a person is standing at F or not. So obviously, right, all of us are not the same sizes. So unless F is a giant, you'll be able to see whoever is, behind F, correct? So this is fine. Okay, yeah, you can see all intersections in your line of sight. And what is line of sight? Line of sight is not a diagonal unless it is BG, right? Only through street segments. Line of sight is basically straight lines. Okay? So 6 people, U, V, W, X, Y, Z are standing at different intersections. No 2 people are standing at the same intersection. So one intersection may maximum you can have either one person or you can have no persons. So X, U, Z are standing at the 3 corners of a triangle, and this is not just any triangle, it's a triangle formed by the 3 street segments. So that means that they can stand at the BCG triangle or they can stand at the BFG triangle. X can see only U and Z. Y can see only U and W. So see, X, U, Z are connected. Okay. Y can also be connected now because Y can see U. U sees V standing in the next intersection behind Z. So U, Z, V are also connected. So let us start off with this. Let's try and place X, U, Z so that there is a place for V. Okay. And then see where can I put Y so that Y can only see U, but Y cannot see Z, Y cannot see X, right? And Y can also see W. So we'll do this systematically. Okay. And we'll start off with BCG. So let us say, first of all, okay, U sees V standing in the next intersection behind Z. So I cannot have U and Z on the diagonal because then V cannot come anywhere. So this is the first thing, that UZ cannot be on the diagonal because I want V also in the same straight line, right? So UZ can either be on BC or CG. So now we'll place our items accordingly. Okay, so let's first place UZ here. Can we have Z and U? No, because then there is no place to put V, correct? So there has to be a gap for V behind Z. So this has to be the possibility. X, U, Z and V. Okay, great. Now what have we taken care of? We've taken care of this, we've taken care of this. Now y can see only u and w. Where can y be? Anyway, we know that no one is standing at intersection D. So यहाँ तो y हो नहीं सकता. If we are in the line of, so u के line में देखना है हमें. Since u is not on the diagonal, right? These are only u के line में. ये line तो u का is fully filled up. C, G and K. This is fully filled up. So y cannot come here. Y cannot come at A because then y will see X also. Y can only see U and W. So there is no place for Y. If I put U, Z, V like this, there is no place for Y. Okay. So what is the other possibility? U, Z, V ऐसा नहीं हुआ. Right? And we said कि Z, U, V तो होगा भी नहीं because there is no place for V. Correct? So ये line we have used up. Now the other possibility is that it will be U here, Z here and V here. I again cannot have U on top and Z below because then V will be at D and no one is at D. So this maybe there is only this possibility. Okay, so X has to be here. Now where is Y? ये V है guys, this is not Y, okay? Y ये line पे तो नहीं हो सकता. Again Y can only be on this line for Y to see U. But then Y will end up seeing X also. So this also diagram is not possible. So we now saw कि BCG में we checked, right, कि UZ ऐसा नहीं हो सकता, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. Both ways we are checking and we know कि diagonal पे UZ तो हो ही नहीं सकता. So BCG is not possible. Now we'll check for BFG. Okay, we'll now check for BFG. Again, UZ cannot be here. No place to put V. So one option is कि U is here, Z is here and V is here. V के लिए we need place. So X is here. Where can Y be? So ये line तो खत्म हो गई. I could have Y here. This is one option. Okay. Then Y has to see W. So where can W be? Okay. W cannot be here because X cannot see W. X can only see U and Z. Okay. So W cannot be here. W cannot be here. Correct. W cannot be here. Y will not be able to see W. W is here. Again, no W here. Okay. W cannot be here also. W has to be here. Why can't W be here? Because X will then end up seeing W when we know X only sees U and Z. So W cannot be here. So W is here. But we know that W cannot see V. W cannot see V. So this option also is not possible. Okay. तो UZ ये line पे तो possible नहीं है, ZU भी possible नहीं है because no place to keep V. Now we'll see UZ on this line. Okay, so let's put U here, Z here. That gives this up V के लिए जगह, right? X has to be here. Now where can Y be? If I put Y here, problem because Y will see U also, Z also, V also. Y cannot see anything except U and W. Can I put Y here? Again problem. Y will end up seeing X. So no place for Y. Okay. So UZ like this doesn't work. What about the reverse? So U is here, Z is here, V is here. X is of course here. Where can Y be? Y cannot be at H because then Y will end up seeing everyone. Okay. Y cannot be at C, right? Because X cannot see anything except U and Z. So in this line, Y के लिए only one option, Z. X, K. Y can only be at K. Okay, now where can W be? So abhi tak we are satisfying everything. Where can W be? W cannot be at J because then X will end up seeing W. Okay. W cannot be at A, Y has to see it. So what can Y see? Y can see L W can be here, or W can be on top, but then W will end up seeing V, which we don't want. So W can only be at L. This is the only possibility. If you see, it satisfies all conditions, and everything else we have checked and that didn't work. So X, U, Z, X can see only U and Z. Y can see only U and W. Yes. U sees V standing. Yes. W cannot see B or Z. Yes. And no one is standing at D. So this is our only solution. Now we can look at questions. Questions are very easy. Who is standing at intersection A? So no one is standing at intersection A, right? This is blank. So answer here is no one. Who can we see? So V is here. We can see X. No, sorry. There's no one here. Let's make that very clear. X nahi hai udhar koi nahi hai. Okay. So we can only see U and Z. We cannot see anything else. What is the minimum number of street segments that X has to pass, right, to reach Y? So it may seem कि हाँ, पहले first ये है, second ये है, और third intersection. It may seem F3 is the answer, but there is a shortcut, right? To minimize one intersection, and in two intersections, X can reach Y. So answer is 2. Should a new person stand at intersection D, who among the 6 would she see? So if you have a person standing at D, right, she can see X and she can see W, nothing else. So answer is option 4. Yeah, great. Next set. So you have Ministry of Home Affairs is analyzing crimes committed by foreigners in different states and union territories of India. All cases refer to the ones registered against foreigners. So committed by foreigners is only what we are analyzing. The number of cases classified into 3 categories. There are 3 cases, right? So IPC is one case, must be some police or something, right? Police case, SLL, and other crimes. These 9 belong to the top 10. So we have 9 values here, right? Telangana, Puducherry, Kerala, Haryana, Maharashtra, 9 values here. The 10th value is West Bengal, and that's all SLL. So you have a West Bengal here. Okay. But of course, 520 cases hai uske. So बाकी सब के cases उससे कम है. So West Bengal will not be, in fact, it's the first rank. It will go very much beyond this. So the reason also that they have not put West Bengal here is that it will really skew the entire distribution, right? वो एक केस के लिए आपको 520 तक लेके जाना पड़ेगा. So that was a very good thing they did of not putting West Bengal in this, because already there are problems in reading this data. Imagine if the scale really increases, then you will have a big problem in reading the data. Okay. So you have all SLL crimes of 520. The table shows the ranks of the 10 states, okay, among all states of UTs in each of the 3 categories. So ये तो सिर्फ 10 states था, यहाँ पे you have all states. Okay, a state is given rank R if there are R-1 states having a larger number of cases. Okay, so if you have 2 states, okay, same number of cases, and there are 3 other states on top. So 1, 2, 3 is taken up, then both of them will get 4. Now the next one will have 5 on top, so the next one will be rank 6. There's no rank 5. If there are 2 that are rank 4, they cannot be a rank 5. That is also normally that is one way in which we look at ranks, right? So you should be very clear that this is how the ranking is done. Missing ranks are denoted by star. Okay, so great. Let us now look at questions. Before questions, there's a table also. कि IPC crimes में West Bengal is 17th, right? So West Bengal we know in fact it is 0. So you can say कि यहाँ पे सब खत्म हो रहा है, correct? West Bengal has only SLL crimes at 520 and it has the highest number of crimes also. So this definitely has to be 1. So यहाँ पे एक 1 है, यहाँ पे there is 2 and then there are 2 4s. So where is 3, right? So you can just check is Delhi going to be 3? So 2 is Karnataka. Okay. Karnataka ka SLL crimes is quite high. This is the Karnataka SLL crimes. Right? If I really want to put a number to it, I would say 15 to 65, around 50 cases. And if I'm looking at Delhi, right, it's around 63 to let's say 99. So you have 36 cases. So Delhi is definitely less than Karnataka. Is it more than Goa? So Goa, if you check, Goa is a little above 30, right? Around 32 or something. So yes, that makes sense that Delhi would be number 3 because it lies between Karnataka and Goa. So SLL crimes, so we have filled up completely. Okay. IPC, other crimes, we can all fill up accordingly by just looking at values. Ke kaun sa IPC, ke where do you have maximum IPC crimes, right? So that obviously is Delhi. And more than straight away putting Delhi as one, you should check ke whether Karnataka and Maharashtra se aage there are 2 cities in this only or not. So if you see Karnataka, Maharashtra, right, this comes to around 15. Though no, they are same at 15. Karnataka, Maharashtra se bigger is Delhi and Goa. So definitely then Delhi has to be 1 and Goa has to be 2. Then you have these 3 guys at 3 each. And then if you check Kerala, you need to check that Kerala is between Telangana, okay, and Karnataka. So where is Kerala? Kerala is here. Kerala is a little more than 10. Let's say it's around 14. Okay. Karnataka is, we already know, 15. And Telangana is less than that, right? It's around 11 or so. So yes, then I can put the rank of 5 for Kerala. So ये भी हमने पूरा भर दिया है. This now we'll let it be. Let's look at questions. What is the rank of Kerala in the IPC crimes category? So rank of Kerala in IPC crimes, that is rank 5. Right? This was not a problem. In the 2 states where the highest total number of cases are registered, the ratio of the total number of IPC crimes to total number of SLL crimes, IPC and SLL, जहाँ पे highest है. So highest guys we already know, right? कि सबसे highest कौन सा है? जो यहाँ पे दिखाया भी नहीं है. It is West Bengal at 520 SLL cases. और IPC case बाकी there are no cases, so IPC उसके 0 cases है. The second highest then out of the remaining 10 has to be Delhi. Correct? So Delhi ke SLL cases, if you check, this comes to around, we found out recently, right, that it's around 36. So Delhi ka this is 36. So total SLL is 556. IPC for Delhi is close to 63, 64. So I want a ratio of IPC to SLL, so around 63 to 556. Which of these options have that ratio, guys? 63 to 556 is a very small ratio, close to 1/10, 1/9, right? ये कुछ पास वाले ratios नहीं है. And IPC is less than SLL. So keeping that in mind, there's only one clear option, option 3. Now let's look at other crimes category. Once we do other crimes, we'll be able to also answer the next question of sum of crimes of Delhi in the 3 categories of crime. Okay. So we have 2 8s. That means there are 7 states above Maharashtra and Telangana. And do we have 7 blanks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So can we rank Maharashtra and Telangana as lowest in other crimes? So if you check Maharashtra and Telangana numbers, right, it's less than 10. ये देखिए, Maharashtra is here and Telangana is also around 5 or 6 or something. So highest then, right, if you check for Puducherry, it is around 31, 32. If you check for this fellow, Delhi, that is 40. And then you have Tamil Nadu at around 34 or something, 34, 35. Baki sab to they are pretty less. Nowhere do you have 30s, right? So the highest is Delhi at 40 plus. So Delhi will get the first rank. Second rank will be Tamil Nadu. Second rank is Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is here. Third rank is Puducherry. But till we finish the full ranking, we can't be sure, right? We need to ensure that there are 7 numbers. Okay? So, ye ho gaya. Next we have is Puducherry is around 31, 32. Then which of these are going to be smaller, right? If you see, we have taken care of this. Haryana is a little bigger than Maharashtra. Kerala is also bigger than Maharashtra. So is Goa and so is Karnataka. So definitely compared to Telangana and Maharashtra, all the other states are greater. So they will figure somewhere in these ranks. Right? And we don't need to do, we just want to show that yes, Tamil Nadu is second, Puducherry is third, right? If we are up to it, then yeah, we can put Karnataka at fourth. Right? Karnataka will go at fourth. Goa can come at around fifth. Then you can have Haryana and Kerala. Haryana is going to be 7 and Kerala is. So you can basically fill up all of these, but frankly, guys, you don't need this, right? You just need Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, that is number 2, number 3 rank. So both of these can actually be inferred. Right? What is the sum of the ranks of Delhi? So that is easy. We have already found all the 3 ranks. It's 1 plus 3 plus 1. Delhi ka rank is 5. Right? That's a Theta question. Great, guys. Let's look at the next set. 5 vendors are being considered for a service. The evaluation committee evaluated each vendor on 6 aspects: cost, customer service, features, quality, reach, and reliability. Each of these evaluations are on a scale of 0, which is worst, to 100, which is perfect. The evaluation scores on these aspects are shown in the radar chart. For example, vendor 1. So vendor 1 is this pink fellow. Vendor 1 gets a score of 52 on reliability. So ये 10, 20, 30, 40. जो number ring के बाहर है, that is what the ring denotes. So that's the most important thing. If I have a number here, that number will be 90 and not 80, right? So we need to be very clear. Okay, 90 is the topmost. We'll pick up the topmost value. Okay, so ये सबका values are explained. So guys, pink is vendor 1, yellow perforated is vendor 2, this black line is vendor 3, straight yellow line is 4, and perforated blue line is 5. So this is not a problem. I wish they would just give us values, yeah. It's really a pain actually working with this. So let's look at questions now. On which aspect is the median score of the 5 vendors the least? Okay. So what is the median score, guys? Median score for any aspect, for example, reliability. How many values for any aspect we'll have? We'll have 5 values, right? This is the highest value, this is the second highest value, third highest value, fourth highest value, and this is the lowest value. So out of the 5 values, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, the third highest value, beach wala value, that will be the median. So it's very easy to see the median. You just, for any factor, right, just go from top to down and this is the median. So the median for reliability is around 52. For reach, the median is this value, correct? So this value, if you check, this also, this is in fact a little around 60. So for reach, the median is 60. For quality, again, the median is this black line, correct? So if I now say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, quality is also at 60. So 1, 2, 3, always pick up the third line, 1, 2, 3, this line. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 50 ke thoda upar hai, 55. Again, 1, 2, 3, third line. So 10, 20, 30, 40, this is very close to 50, in fact, exactly at 50. And finally, cost is this point. So this is 90, 80, and 70. So cost is in fact quite high. So the lowest is at customer service, the lowest median value. A vendor's final score is the average of their scores on all 6 aspects. Which vendor has the highest final score? So sabka mujhe 1, 2, 3, 4 is what we'll find out. I'm not finding out the others. Okay, so for vendor 1, that's a pink line. It's 52 plus 80 plus 80, right? So let's write that down, 52 plus 80 plus 80. And now here this is 10, 20, 30, 40. So 40, yahan pe you are midway. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and this is 55. And last here, the pink vendor, this comes to close to 80. So you have 240 plus 95, which is 335, and 52, so 387 is your vendor 1. Vendor 2. Vendor 2 is the perforated yellow line. It is this line. So this is pretty low, right? You start with 40, you cross 50, 40 and 60. Those are the first 2. Here you are at 90, 80, 70. Then 90, 80, 70, 60, 50. So this is 45. And this one 80. And then finally, one we have missed here, a small value, right? 10, 20, 30. No, 10, 20, 30, and 40. So clearly this is lesser. We can quickly check 100, 250, and 85. 335. Vendor third. Third vendor is this line here, right? So this is 75 plus 90, 80, 70, very close to 60. So let's say 62. This is 90, 80, 70, 60. Here you have 90, 80, 70, 60. So it is 55. And here you have 90. And again I have missed this one, customer service. So this is 90, 80, 70, 60, and 50. So this is a tricky one. Let's add this. 140, 200, 255, 255 and 330. This is 392. And finally, let's check 4. 4 is this straight yellow line. So starting from here where it is really low, 25. And then here this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. यहाँ पे it is 10, 20, 30, 40. So it's quite low अभी तक. Then you have a 90 here and a 70. And then 75. 190, 280, 320, 345. So highest is vendor 3. Just making us work so hard. List all the vendors who are among the top 2 scorers on the maximum number of aspects. List of all the vendors who are among the top 2 scorers. Okay. So let's first find out. In fact, the next one is about top 3. So let's find out top 3 for all the 6 aspects. Okay. I'll just erase this. Now we don't have to deal with numbers. So reliability. You have 3, 5 and 1. Reach. You have 1, 5 and then 3. Quality. You have 1, 2, 3. Features. You have 4, 5, 3. Customer service. You have 4, 1, 3. And cost. You have 3, 2, 4. So all 3 में, top 3 में, in all parameters, there is definitely the third vendor. So we have answered actually this question. Okay, top 3 में, you always have the third vendor. Okay. Now let us look at the top 2 में maximum sectors में कौन है. So let us just remove this source of confusion. We are only looking at the top 2. So top 2 में 3 is coming twice, right? 1 is coming 3 times. 2 is coming twice. 3 is coming twice. 4 is coming 2 times. 5 is coming 3 times. So maximum are 1 and 5. So we'll go for that option, which is the 4th option, vendor 1 and 5. One of the easiest sets here, right? So great guys, the bonus sets we will do next time. Let's do the bonus set next time. Yeah. Here is your puzzle that you have a square within which, using midpoints, you can draw a star. What fraction of the square is now shaded? That is what we need to find out, right? And guys, I'll see you again on Saturday when we do the remaining BILR questions. And hope that you are having a good Diwali, a good Dhanteras. That's tomorrow on Friday, right? And maintain social distancing and prepare for your cat as well, right? We don't want to fall ill on the 29th of November. So it's pretty essential that the next 2 weeks we keep our health nice and steady, right? So great guys. You can find me on Unacademy, as I've already said. But more than that, guys, Unacademy has really one of the best platforms to learn. I mean, we didn't prepare for the lockdown. We have always been prepared for being online, right? So we have already had the infrastructure of having one of the best learning atmospheres in the world, right? So why is it best? because you get to interact with the educators straight away. You can ask your doubts, you can put in your doubts as a proper image, which the instructor can then solve on his or her screen, right? You get great content with respect to not just the lectures, but test series and analysis. During lectures, you can actually participate in polls. You can see how you're doing with respect to other people, right? Not just for tests, but as I said, during lectures as well. So this is one of really the most, we are studying for competitive exams, so we do need a competitive atmosphere, and Unacademy, as I said, really provides that very easily. And again, guys, quick reminder, नेशनल स्कॉलरशिप टेस्ट ये संडे को 15 नवंबर को वापस यू आर हैविंग वन सेक्शन. दैट सेक्शन दिस टाइम इज LRDI. थोड़ा LRDI रिवाइज कर लीजिए. टेक द टेस्ट. 40 मिनट्स में यू कैन विन 5,000 rupees का वाउचर फ्रॉम Amazon, right? That's no joke. Already 200 students have won their vouchers. Don't miss out on your voucher, right? Also, a quick reminder, I've already started an LRDI batch. I had my first session yesterday, so I hope to see you there for that batch, guys, right? So great. I'll see you soon. With subscription to go for. So as I keep saying, if you're focused on CAT 20, you can look at the 6-month or the 3-month subscription. But because of all the exams after the CAT also, and even GDPI, I would really recommend the 6-month subscription. If you're focused on CAT 21, then you should look at the 2-year subscription. It is hardly any incremental difference, right? And it can really, as I said, make a big jump into your preparation, right? Do use my code Munira10 to get a great discount.